This is your Farmers Union Weekly Radio News Report from Washington, speaking Victor Ray, Director of Public Affairs for the National Farmers Union. Congress declared in the Agricultural Marketing Act of 1946 that, quote, a sound, efficient, and privately operated system for distributing and marketing agricultural products is essential to a prosperous agriculture and is indispensable to the maintenance of full employment and to the welfare, prosperity, and health of the nation, unquote. The law has been virtually ignored by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the agency charged with implementing it. Market research is almost non-existent. What there is of it is fragmented and totally uncoordinated. The National President of Farmers Union, Tony Deschamps, has commented on the irony that the nation spends well over $1 billion a year in agricultural research, nearly all of it related to production, despite the persistence of the problem of overproduction, even though farmers aren't using more than half the techniques already known. It is an astounding imbalance in priorities. Marketing research, woefully weak and wasteful, is scattered in 8 or 9 divisions of the U.S.D.A. Worse, it is dominated by scientists trained in production disciplines, ranging from chemistry to entomology, although Secretary of Agriculture Hardin is himself a marketing specialist. Considering the sorry state of marketing research, it is little wonder that 2/3 of the consumer's food dollar goes for marketing costs, less than 1/3 goes to the producer. It is very likely that net farm income could be doubled at no cost to consumers if efficiency were brought to the marketing system. It is easy to conclude that the fragmentation of market research and violation of the intent of Congress has not happened by accident or even oversight, but on purpose. The obvious beneficiaries are the assemblers, processors, packagers, transporters, warehousers, distributors, and supermarkets. Both Democratic and Republican administrations have permitted marketing inefficiencies to be stacked on top of inefficiencies, many of which are paid for handsomely by affluent consumers, and the squeeze on farmers grows ever tighter. An obvious beginning would be appointment of an Assistant Secretary of Agriculture for marketing research. Marketing research should be coordinated in such agencies as the Transportation and Facilities Research and the Market Quality Research Divisions of the Agricultural Research Service, the Marketing Economics Division of the Economic Research Service, the Food Trade Staff of the Consumer and Marketing Service, and the marketing research activities of the ASCS, the Farmers Home Administration, the Farmer Cooperative Service, the Foreign Agricultural Service, and the Extension Service. Equally important, direction of such functions should be put in the hands of marketing specialists. Advisory committees disbanded this year should be restored with adequate representation from producers. Above all, marketing research should be funded above the pittance now devoted to it. Marketing efficiency might make U.S. farm products more competitive in world markets. Food costs in ghetto areas might be lowered. Bulk distribution programs in schools and other institutions might be improved. Centralized grading, inspecting, cutting, and packaging, not to mention improved training for workers under federal manpower programs, might lower costs. Containerization is an important field that might end such wasteful practices as putting 10 cents worth of onions in a 25-cent sack, as occurs in Texas. Possibilities are enormous. The marketing research stepchild is doing some good already with practically no funds and no status. Progress is being made in such areas as efficient refrigeration, cutting pork before cooling, and eliminating grain breakage, but only the surface is being scratched. Farmers have an important stake in this matter. they might get a larger slice of the pie. If prices to consumers are reduced, it could result in greater consumption, thus creating a market for more production. This has been your Farmers Union Weekly Radio News Report from Washington. Speaking Victor Ray, Director of Public Affairs for the National Farmers Union.